Welcome to Beemaster 79. Today we are looking at 5 contrast linkers, although, even though, despite, and in spite of. Learners mix these up constantly, and the mistakes are very easy for an examiner to spot. By the end of this lesson, you will know exactly which one to use and why. A quick word before we start. Every example sentence in this video was written by us for teaching purposes, and the people and situations in them are invented. Where we describe language as Band 9 style, that means our own quality check against the public IELTS band descriptors. It is not a certified examiner score. The rules follow standard British and American usage, and both are accepted in the exam. So what does a contrast linker actually do? It joins two facts that do not seem to fit together. Fact 1, it was raining heavily. Fact 2, we went for a walk anyway. The linker signals that surprise.
Although it was raining heavily, we went for a walk.
Without the linker, you simply have two separate facts. With it, you have an argument. Here is the one rule that fixes most of the mistakes. On the left, although, though and even though are followed by a clause. A clause means a subject and a verb.
Although the film was long, I enjoyed it.
The subject is the film, the verb is was. On the right, despite and in spite of are followed by a noun or by an aim form. No subject, no verb.
Despite the long film, I enjoyed it. Despite being long, the film was good.
Linker 1, although. The pattern is although plus subject plus verb.
Although she was nervous, she spoke clearly. She spoke clearly although she was nervous.
Both positions are correct. When although comes first, you need a comma before the second part. When it comes in the middle, you usually do not. Although is neutral in style, so it is completely safe in essays and in speaking. Linker 2, though. Same pattern, same meaning, but a little more informal.
Though the hotel was cheap, the rooms were spotless.
And though has one special power the others do not have. It can go at the end of a sentence, where it means however.
The rooms were spotless. It was cheap though.
You can never do that with although or even though. Linker 3, even though. Again, subject and verb follow it, but the contrast is stronger.
Even though he had studied for months, he failed the test. She kept working even though she was exhausted.
Use even though when the contrast is genuinely surprising. The fact after it is real, and both speakers know it is true. Now be careful here, because even though is not the same as even if. Even though introduces a real fact.
Even though it is raining, I will go out.
That means it is raining right now, but even if introduces a possible situation.
Even if it rains, I will go out.
That means maybe it will rain, maybe it will not. Even though is a fact. Even if is a condition. Swap them, and you change your meaning. Linker 4, despite. This one is followed by a noun or a name form.
Despite the traffic, we arrived on time. Despite leaving late, we arrived on time.
And if you really need a full clause after it, add the 3 words, the fact that.
Despite the fact that we left late, we arrived on time.
One thing to remember above all others, despite has no of. Linker 5, in spite of. It works exactly like despite. A noun, an aim form, or the fact that plus a clause.
In spite of the cost, the trip was worth it. In spite of feeling ill, he finished the race.
The meaning is the same as despite. The difference is only the form 3 separate words, and this one really does keep the word of. So, despite or in spite of? Despite is one word with no of, and it is slightly more common in academic writing. In spite of is three words. The of is required, and it can sound slightly more emphatic when you speak.
Despite the delay, she stayed calm. In spite of the delay, she stayed calm.
The meaning is identical, so use whichever you prefer. Just never blend the two into despite of. Let us look at 4 mistakes to delete from your writing. Mistake 1. Despite of the rain, we walked home. There is no of after despite, so the correct sentence is despite the rain, we walked home. Mistake 2. Although the rain, we walked home. The rain is a noun, and although needs a clause, so we say although it was raining, we walked home. Mistake 3. Despite he was tired, he kept working. He was tired is a subject and a verb, which despite cannot take. Change it to an ing form. Despite being tired, he kept working. Mistake 4. Although it rained, but we walked home. In English you use although or but, never both in the same sentence. The correct version is although it rained, we walked home. Now watch how flexible this is. One idea, 4 correct sentences. Fact 1. The exam was difficult. Fact 2. She passed it.
Although the exam was difficult, she passed it. Even though the exam was difficult, she passed it. Despite the difficulty of the exam, she passed it. In spite of the fact that the exam was difficult, she passed it.
The meaning is the same every single time, only the grammar after the linker changes. That is exactly the kind of flexibility that lifts your grammar score. Your turn. Choose the correct option in each of these 3 sentences. Number 1, blank, the heavy rain, the match continued. Although or despite. Number 2, blank, he speaks 4 languages, he is only 19. Even though or in spite of. Number 3, the room was small, it was very comfortable, blank. Though or although. Pause the video now and write your 3 answers down. Here are the answers. Number 1, despite the heavy rain, the match continued. The heavy rain is a noun phrase, so despite is correct. Number 2, even though he speaks 4 languages, he is only 19. He speaks is a clause, so we need even though. Number 3, it was very comfortable, though. Only though can sit at the end of a sentence. 3 out of 3. Then these 5 linkers are now yours. Finally, let us put them to work in IELTS. In writing task 2, use them to concede a point before you argue against it.
Although public transport reduces congestion, it demands heavy long-term investment.
In writing task 1, use them to contrast movements in the data.
Despite a sharp rise in 2015, the figure fell steadily in the years that followed.
And in speaking part 3, they make your opinion sound far more natural.
Even though prices have gone up, most people I know still eat out at weekends.
Varied linkers support coherence and cohesion, and using them accurately supports grammatical range and accuracy. Let us recap. Although, though and even though take a subject and a verb. Despite and in spite of take a noun or an ing form. If you need a full clause after despite or in spite of, add the fact that. Only though can end a sentence. And despite of does not exist in English. Screenshot this slide and keep it with your writing notes. Thanks for studying with Bmaster79. If this lesson helped, please like the video and subscribe for more grammar and IELTS lessons. And tell us in the comments which of these 5 used to trip you up. See you in the next one.